Ladies and gentlemen, Kei Kim here. Welcome to the Daily Update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is up 1% there on the S&P. Nasdaq did the same. Semiconductor did make a move today, 2% positive. Dow same, about 1%. Russell 2000, 1.5. Transport is flat today. Concerning the prints here, all the indices and sectors are green, except the transport and the utilities today. Banks made a move, 1.7%. Energy got, moved there, 3% positive. Caught some bid today. Biotech flat, healthcare pretty much same. Home builders up 1%, utilities flat, retail up 2%, emerging market up 1.2%. Bitcoin up 5%, gold, silver miners up a little bit, down a little bit, dollar up a little bit, oil up 1.8%. Treasury bond is up 0.6, VIX down 14%. Let's stick with S&P 500 ETF. Spider 65-minute chart here. So some of the things we talked about on the last night's video is that this could potentially be that bull flag only if we see a follow through to the upside, because you can see that bullish engulfing candle on Monday. Right? That was Monday, right? Because today's Wednesday. That's Monday there. And then we see that bull flagging pattern yesterday, Tuesday. And then you see that follow through and the confirmation of the bull flag today, first 2 hours. And then looks like the rest of the day, it kind of made another potentially a flagging pattern here. So you got the up move, flag, up move, flag there. But why here? Why did we start to kind of, stall in this vicinity right at this 439 level? Why did we not go all the way back up and fill the gap? It filled partial gap. It looks like it filled about what? It looks like about 55-60% of its down gap that occurred on Friday. But why did the bulls not able to fill the entirety of that? Well, you see that short-term moving average right here coming in, coming down. And as the bulls march higher, first hour, second hour, third hour, you can see they hit that short-term moving average. Again, this movement is coming from here. Resistance, 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 and then a third hour, and then a fourth and fifth hour. You can see that we hit that several times. Bulls really tried. You can see these upper wicks here, right? Bulls really trying to get up there and fill those gaps, but the resistance is strong enough to not able to break above it. And not to mention, the gap area also going to provide resistance, and plus we do have my mid-term moving average residing in that vicinity. This entire level is pretty strong triple resistance. No wonder you can see these upper wicks here, right? Bulls are really trying, but the bears are currently controlling this short-term sentiment of things. And so right now, what do bulls need to do? Now talk about both what bulls need to do, what bears need to do, right? First of all, what bulls need to do is get up and fill this gap. But there's a lot of resistance, right? Again, the gap area, the midterm, the short term, it's tough area. Best case scenario, gapping it over. That's what I call jumping over the fence, because then you don't have to deal with resistance. Because what happens is if this thing just gets up here, once the gap gets filled, it's inevitably going to act as resistance, going to come right back down. So I think the best case scenario, gapping out, let's say this is where it closed at 437.83, right? So we'll need, that's going to be a 0.9% gap up to be sustainable. 0.9% or higher gap up for that to work. That's the best case scenario. If we do see a gap up, this could turn this into an island bottom of some sort, or continuation island bottom. And then bulls are pretty much clear to get to this level, which is a 448 gap to fill. And then at that point, the short-term moving average is going to reside underneath the price. And at that point, once this gap gets filled, there's a chance that, bulls can use that surf it up and then create higher lows and higher highs. And this is important pivot 448 right here. This is a level bulls need to get above before they can, get that control back. Currently, in the short term of things, bears are controlling this market. This is the reason why we see a move, and then towards the end of the hour, we start to fade or fall or, grind. We don't see that strong, end of the day type of move, and especially when we get to these resistance level, right? So that's what the bulls need to do. Bears, well, you know what? Keep in mind though, bulls actually did open up their own gap here. So this could potentially be that breakaway gap. Remember what bears did, right? Bears opened this one, and when the bulls were not, you can see bulls tried it right here. They failed to fill this gap. What happened? Things got very, very hectic for 2 weeks straight. So if bears don't fill this gap right here, keep in mind, things gonna get difficult for the bears, and especially if this gap remains open, this up gap that opened up today, and then bulls start filling these gaps or gapping up over and filling these gaps and stays above the short-term moving average, well, things gonna turn around pretty quickly because we are in that long-term uptrend sentiment as of today. Let's check out that oscillator and see if we can extract any more information here. So this is what we talked. Remember, I put this line yesterday, 67.84. You guys remember that? That green line that bulls need to break above. Well, you know what? As of now, both of the lines, the pink and the blue, they are breaking above what I call an oscillator neckline. So on the oscillator, we're actually, so because this right here, this low or swing high was this peak right here. This was where, price got rejected on that short-term moving average, and then we saw that plunge. That's what that move was. The oscillator actually just reclaimed that and cultivated that higher high, even though price itself hasn't done that, right? So what it's telling us is that there is some momentum bulls have built in the micro to short term. And so obviously this is a signal. This signal needs to be confirmed by the price action. So I think gapping up above 440, 150 or so, or at least minimum filling this gap will seriously assist the bulls here for their target to break up and break out to the upside and ultimately filling this gap and get that control back from the bears. So let's see how the market plays out. I'll come back for you. We will reassess the situation. We'll go from there. Enjoy your evening. Good luck trading tomorrow.